Yeah. Yep. Holding my car together with 3M tape. Matt from the future here, just so you know, we just finished that install. I'm not going to show you everything because I want you to watch the video to see us install it, but we installed some carbon flash goods and bits on the car, 2 pieces to be exact. I'm looking at it right now. Subscribe down below if you are not already subscribed and enable notifications. There's a bell icon and a red rectangular button. That's for your advantage, so if you like these videos, you get to see them more advantageously. That's why I said it's for your advantage, because it's advantageous for you. So have fun with that. If you look in my lens, the observant viewer would notice that we have the wing on still. Loving it to death. We have it right here, and oh, this car is so white and so bright. I just washed it. Well, I washed it earlier. I'm gonna have to wash it again because of what we're doing in today's video. It's definitely gonna be one of the easier things. I have 2 things actually. If I walk over to this side, it's gonna be a little bit less aggressively focused and centric to one thing, but where are they? Oh God. Get back over here. Before I do that, you can see the wing and all of its wingfulness. One thing that I am trying to get used to is opening this hatch, but as you can see, I'm getting somewhat adept with it. We've got a package. I'm gonna be trying to install in this today. It's got something to do with the front end, but more importantly, we're going to be giving away some stuff to you watching. So comment down below if you're interested in that. The giveaway is gonna be set up and explained in the next video, which will be that. This is gonna be its own separate video. Check out the car. We've got the front splitter from Extreme Online Store. Wonderful people, great thing. But wow, I did just wash this off and look, now it's dirty again. The wind is killing me. So I've got that. We've got the wing, which is being covered by my hatch right now. One thing we're missing, which I'll tell you a little story about this real quick. A little bit of story time with Matt, a la Matthew. So check this out. When I bought this car, and a lot of you have been asking like a story on this, I did film delivery, collection, whatever you want to call it. Bought the car brand new. It was a 2017 leftover. I'll get into all those details in a separate video if you guys keep ramming my DMs. Questions, oh, how'd you get it so cheap? Blah, 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 blah. Was it salvage? No, it wasn't salvage. I bought it brand new. I negotiated a crazy deal, but kind of get this car in the background as I talk about it real quick. I told them, do not touch the car. I bought it sight, well, I agreed on buying it sight unseen, got the financing for it sight unseen, and I told them, do not do anything to the car. I want to do everything. So when you PDI it, just make sure the bolts are tight. I want to do everything to the car myself. That's not uncommon. It's kind of a bit of an obsessive nature, but I just don't want them to scratch the paint. The paint's probably already wrecked, I'm thinking, because it's a Chevy, it's a GM vehicle, and honestly, any dealership you go to is going to do it. Their detail guys aren't necessarily the best all the time, so that just is what it is. I wanted to do it all myself, long story short. With that came the baggage of me having to do everything myself. Not a big deal, but then we wrapped the car. So anything I put on the car, I took off the car, and then after I wrapped it, I never put it back on. It just never was a good weekend for me to do it, or a day for me to do it, and that's all it was. So, after that long-winded statement, here we are. Less the umbrella, don't mind the umbrella, but we've got, which I actually like better, the 3/4 side skirts. The car came with some stage 1 aero, it came fully loaded. Pull the other one out so you can see it. Get this little, I always like to do a little unboxing for you guys, so why not? Just, woo! Yeah! There we go, it's like a sword, like a saber. There we go, yeah, this is the right way they go on. So, I like the fact that this goes in 3/4 and then it tucks in right where this kind of divots down. The reason why I like that, the car's got this hourglass shape where it really tightens up right here from there at least, you can see it kind of curves upward. And I just really dig how that looks. I don't really have the car as a dick measuring contest. If it were, I wouldn't own the 987s. I'd get a GT3 or an RS. It's not a dick measuring contest. I don't care if I have I got the best aero ever. No, I don't care about that. If I like it better, yeah. I'd buy the ZR1 if I wanted to have the most badass Corvette ever. I don't. I just wanted the wing. I got a wicked deal on this car. I just wanted the wing. It's the only thing better about the ZR1 than my Z06. I don't like that rose gold interior the ZR1 has. The way this 3LZ is optioned with everything, the suede package and all that stuff, the contrast stitching, the diamond stitch roof, I'm not really like, oh, 100 horsepower? Okay, cool. Like, you know what I can do to get an extra 150, 200 horsepower to this car without really doing anything super detrimental? A lot of it reversible, a lot of it without a tune. Isn't really voiding my warranty, although I daily this, so I don't really want to avoid the warranty. Bit of a shot at myself right there, but yeah, look, here's the thing. I don't mean to make this video a rant. I think the 3/4 side skirts just look good. They fit the car better. They give it the hourglass tuck in the center better. It's got a tighter waist, gives it that X frame. Comment down below if you know what I'm talking about or if you agree. I think a lot of you will. The Stage 3 Aero makes the car look boxy. I don't think it looks good at all. Now it's coming from somebody who is getting the front end that's like that, but I think that looks sick. I think it looks really good. You can see those gray seat belts shining. Wow, almost looks purple in my sunglasses. Obviously it's like a bluish gray, the jet gray. That was also an interesting option too, the jet gray interior. Big fan of that. But yeah, you can tell the side skirts, they just come out and tuck right in. And now that I have it next to the car, really enjoying what that looks like. We're just gonna prep that surface up. I'm gonna jack up the back. That should give me enough space to, I think it's an 8 or a 10 mil to bolt it in. These two right here. It's weird how this is set up. You would think it bolts in here and on the back, but no. Bolts in here on the front, and then there's rivet holes. You can pop rivet, not a big deal, but I just don't feel like drilling and doing all that stuff, especially if I get rid of this or something. Say I wanna take it off. I like the fact that I can go back if I want. You might be wondering, well, Matt, if you don't rivet it in, what do you do? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, holding the side skirts together. So as long as you prep it correctly, like these winglets are even 3M taped on. Whether or not they're gonna last, we're gonna see. Extreme Online Store swears it's gonna work. I think it will too. This wing is so crazy, but there's no flex. Like they're really not coming off anytime soon. So yeah, I think it's time to put these bad boys on. Install mode. I'll pull out the jack. We'll jack this bad boy up. Oh, also too, I'm gonna put this in a separate video, but I have another surprise that came with the car that I never installed. And it's not something small. It's, I would say, medium size. Medium size. Very, very medium size. Let's get a really good look at this thing. Do a little walk around, not a walk around, but a little side shot. And we're gonna compare this once I get them on. See what they look like. I always forget to do this. I suck, I know. Don't worry. We're super organized. I've got my dinner right there. She doesn't even know it. This umbrella I can put in the umbrella spot. Rags. These are soft, don't worry. Everyone shut up. I can already hear you now. They ain't not microfiber. You're assuming they're not microfiber. They're not, but it's underneath of the car, who cares? Rubbing alcohol, everything we don't need. Rivets, because I'm a peasant. And yeah, tape, because that's apparently a good way for Matt to secure things to the car. And these two lovely little stuff right here, as you can see. Yes, 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 yes. I'm sure you know what it means to wipe something down with rubbing alcohol, so let's do that. I did wash my hands prior to this, but you know, the oil comes back quick. I'm gonna throw the gloves on after I clean this. There you go. Wow, have you ever seen anyone do that better? That looks good enough for me. Yeah, that was supposed to land in the shot. 7mm, baby. By the way, in the description, I always have a list of tools used in the video. Pop these out. We got our piece out. The benefit of this is it's a little bit longer to make up for the gap in this. Now we're gonna prep the underside of this. This car was cleaned earlier, but clearly it wasn't cleaned well enough. It just got dirty. It was windy today. Line it up, line up the tape, We're good. Put some of that on there. Oh, load it up. And we're just gonna go along this edge. Honestly, I kind of forget how much of this holds up to here, but definitely. All right, we're nice and prepped. Now this should line up just like that. This little seam right here, this rubber foam, and go right on and follow these contours of the car. So I actually prepped too much of it, but yeah, you see. So we're just gonna tape over where the rivets would go. That way we can call it a day, right there. Bang. I'm gonna do that first. You gotta love it when a plan comes together. So, line this up here. This is some leftover tape I had from something else. Knife acquired. I'm just gonna line it up first. Then we'll apply pressure. Press this in so it adheres nicely. Do the other side while we're at it. All right, got a longy boy, long bolt. Just gonna slide that up here a little bit and get it in, make sure it lines up. Real quick, look at how I'm holding this up, okay? I'm using extra limbs. I'll never forget that I have 5 limbs. Now that we kind of got that on, yeah, roughly, we'll get that tighter once we get this on. Now we can pull our tape off, use our feet. I'm gonna pull it off from this side. Yep, and here goes nothing. I'm just pressing against it. Just so we can kind of get that in. I think we're good. And it's screwed in on there. We're on. All right. All right. Yeah, it's on. There we go. Now we can do the other side. Yep, and there we go. Stage 1 splitter with the ZR1 other stuff in all of its glory. Definitely interesting, different for sure, unique. Just gonna loosen that. Yeah, she ain't going anywhere. It's in. All right. Great, great, my friends. We've got it done. We can drop it down and we'll see how she looks. Can't believe I'm saying that because yeah, this was just too simple. Kind of because we didn't do it like the amazing way. Jack pulled out. And I mean, it does make the car look a little bit lower. I don't really care for them. It's cool. I mean, it's something. They came with the car. I don't really care. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. This is like the most unenthusiastic video I've ever made in my life. I wanted to put these on and I wanted to film it. So we did. As if that wasn't easy enough, right? Okay, well, from this angle, it does look good. I do like it better. I mean, it didn't look like anything was missing before. The car has less of that, you know, angle up there. It's also gonna help prevent rocks and whatnot a little bit. So that's a positive. This is gonna prevent rocks and stuff from flying up on the car. That's one way I'm gonna kind of convince myself to keep these on. Who knows? I do want to work on getting carbon. Everything black on the car, other than the window tint and the rubber. Everything else is black. I would like to replace with exposed carbon fiber. OEM Carbon Flash, if you don't know, is actually a carbon base, carbon frame with carbon metallic paint over top. It's not ABS plastic. Some aftermarket companies do give you an ABS plastic. but also some aftermarket companies make a somehow stronger, sturdier piece than even the OEM stuff, like say the EOS, the front extended splitter like I have, versus the stage 3 splitter. I'd rather have this all day long. It's firmer, it's sturdier, it's thicker, maybe a little bit heavier. That's a video I can do too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make some finance videos for you guys soon. I've been getting a little, not bored with the installs, but just kind of repetitive. And I have enough stuff installed right now. This is really growing on me because of the accents of how we have the flow of, like, say, the side skirts, and they flow into that, and then that flows up, and then it flows to that vent, and then you got the wing in the back. I like it. I like it a lot. Comment down below what you think. I think I'm gonna leave you guys off here. I probably made a 20-minute video of complete rubbish. Just gotta churn those YouTube ad dollars, baby. Of course, it's definitely what we have to do. I like this. I'm gonna keep it. It's grown on me. Yeah.